Welcome back, Rage Nation. We are at it again. We are doing the Outcast starter this time. Got some really cool models in it, so we're going to talk them over. This box of the Outcast starter is really interesting because it's great for the Outcast. Also really good for Anya, just because a lot of these models focus around ski markers and discarding cards, and there's a lot of that goes on in Outcasts. One of the big ones you'll see with the discarding of cards is Von Schill's crew, the Free Corps. So if you look at what I have on the board here, you'll notice that I have a Ruffles and a Gator test subject that turned the corner and ran into this angry group of Free Corps. So Free Corps has a lot of discard to do different things, discard to get attachments, discard to get different interactions. So it's just really cool to see how these new Outcast starter models really do help the Outcast out, because it's almost like this big synergistic engine that just really helps out Outcasts. So I definitely recommend this box get picked up by everybody that plays Outcast and Anya. We're going to focus first on probably the biggest part of this engine, which is going to be Yannick Waller. And she's a henchman, Keyword Syndicate, really solid model. The big thing that we're going to see with this model is she's the center of this whole thing. You're going to want to bring, to benefit fully from her, you're going to want to bring models like Parker who draw their attention, putting down a lot of ski markers. She loves it. I ended up bringing the Hodgepodge Emissary in this little example, because if you don't know, Hodgepodge Emissary also puts down ski markers amongst the other billion things it does. So you pick a model within 3 and they just drop a ski marker. So this is already getting your engine going, and it's just the Hodgepodge just doing a bonus action. So you have your ski marker down, and the big ability on the front of her card that really helps this is called Ingenuity. So Ingenuity, whenever you would discard a card, a model within 6 inches of her from your control hand, if they're within 2 inches of a ski marker, they can remove the marker to draw a card instead. So you're going to see in this example, I'm going to activate the Engineer. Engineer has tools for the job, so I'm going to draw that 13, and I mean, that's sweet. So I'm going to discard a card here from my hand. I could do the Ingenuity thing right there, but for this example, I won't, because we'll say I'm going to do it with my bonus action. So the Engineer is within 2 inches of a ski marker. So instead of discarding a card to, let's just say I was going to strengthen armor Von Schill. So instead, I could discard a card to do this ability, but since I'm within there, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep the card in hand, and once per activation, I'm going to go ahead and pick up that ski marker instead. And when I do, I'm going to draw a card. So you're going to see that ability take effect here in a second. I really love these Engineers with Von Schill, just because with Yannick being able to, there's so many discards in Von Schill that you just pick up this ski marker and I get to draw a card. So essentially for that one action, you're going to see here as I continue to resolve this effect, you're going to see that not only did I draw a card for Yannick's Ingenuity ability, but I'm also going to finish the action, and the action is by itself just great. I'm going to get shielded 2 on Von Schill, because he's a Free Corps model. It's also a construct, so if he's damaged, he would heal 1. And then there's also a draw card trigger in there. So you can see I flipped, I got it off. You still do have to get a 5 on it. So it did go off, but you want to know, I want Von Schill to also be focused. So I'm going to decide to cheat in a tome. And when I do, I'm going to get the shielding on him, and I'm going to get preparations for focused. So now Von Schill 2 is ready to charge in and do some work. You're going to see me get my tokens out here real quick. I do like the new Von Schill. He's more of a melee, gonna be aggro and beat you up. So you can see I got my 2 shielded, and chow, focus. He's so focused, he's ready to go kill. Engineers are great, love them. Remember, this is all based off this engine with Yana in the back. I might have said her name wrong, that's fine. But anyways, she has Ingenuity, This is the engine for Outcasts when you bring her. You're going to put down schemes, you're going to discard cards, and when you do, you get to draw cards instead. So really great engine for crews like Parker, Von Schill, and I'm sure I'm not a big Outcast player, but I know there's more abilities out there where you're discarding cards. That this is going to be good. Don't forget that shouting orders is also a thing. Yannick has it, and then also the original Von Schill has it. So everybody within 6 of her or 6 of Von Schill, as long as they share a keyword, can discard a card to do the concentrate as their bonus. So if Yannick was doing this with shouting orders, the brawler could do it, could discard a card, remove a scheme marker to draw a card, and concentrate, as you're going to see me do here. I pick up the scheme marker instead of discarding, and then the brawler is going to get a focus, and I get to draw a card. It's freaking insane. And it really does feel like cheating, because not only are you getting these cool abilities by discarding cards, but you don't discard the card and you draw a card. You just got to get rid of a scheme. So let's look at the brawler a little bit closer. Brawler has a cool ability. You can see once again Ruffles and the Gator are like, don't know if I want to go that way, bro. Except for the Gator. Gator's karate chopping his way in. So the Brawler has a cool ability. It's called Condor Security. Other friendly models within 2 of both a friendly scheme marker and this model may not be the legal target of an enemy attack if this model's the legal target. So the Ruffles wanted to shoot Yannick, or wanted to shoot the sniper, but since the Brawler is within 2 of the scheme marker and those targets, the Ruffles is going to have to shoot the Brawler. And the Brawler is not easy to put down. It's kind of an annoying model, definitely tanky, and it's definitely the one that you want to be taking the damage out of everything that's going to be on the board here. The fact that you have to shoot it is just annoying for sure. So in this other example, you can see that the Brawler is set up there. We have the Gator with injured, and for test subjects that's good because it gives them plus defense and willpower. So the Brawler is going to charge and toss him in the mud. So toss in the mud's just going to push him, but then it's also going to end one condition on the target. And it's a 2-inch reach. I mean, it's just good. Or sorry, not... I did misplay this a little bit. It's not 2-inch reach, it's a 2-inch range. So we'll say that I moved there, and now I'm attacking him with toss in the mud. We did it. Like I said, sometimes when you talk about crews and abilities that you don't use all the time, you got to look at them. But anyways, I'm going to push it. I cheated in the mask, which is going to clear the injured off the test subject. The only thing I'm thinking about here is the test subject has the ability when you cheat to scamper. So I'm kind of debating here whether I want to do this, because if he does push, I also get the ability to charge instead of be pushed. But since I was still engaged, that's not really an ability. So anyways, just for keeping it simple, toss in the mud, removed the injured, and then now it's back to its crap defense 4. I repositioned back to the scheme marker, and now Eric moved up to kill that test subject. Eric? Looking at the riflemen, I really like these riflemen. They're surprisingly more durable than you think they should be. So we have Ruffles in the test subject charges. Stand and fire is kind of annoying. It pings people if they charge within 8 inches of the rifleman. So since the test subject's charged, not only would it, and it has to be base to base, I know that I'm not following the test subject's rules. That's fine. I know you guys are all judging me. But yeah, gonna end up taking a point of damage. And if I wanted to shoot at it, now that it's engaged, they have expert shot, so I ignore friendly fire with the rifleman. So that test subject, even though it's kind of infighting like it wants to be, it's probably going to end up dying soon just because the rifleman doesn't care about them being engaged. The last thing that we're going to see with the rifleman is an ability called For the Core. So once again, they can discard a card, and this model may take the interact action. So basically, you're discarding a card, you're like, oh no, I'm going to actually remove this, and I'm going to draw a card. And then I get to interact. So now I'm going to drop another scheme marker. and now it can be set up for another model to use. It just recycles these scheme markers so well. It's really interesting and a great engine. Just a fantastic engine. Lots of card draw, lots of synergy, and Ingenuity is, like I said, once again, just the center of it all. That Ingenuity ability is just so sexy that it's worth picking up this box. And like I said, that's why it sold out on Black Friday. Any Outcast player or any Anya player definitely wants this box. It's amazing. Pick it up once it's back in stock. I did want to go back to the Brawler just for 1 second. There is a trigger on here that I want to make sure people are aware of. So there's the ability on the Brawler when it gets attacked, and this is defense, so this is a defensive resist trigger. So it's going to get attacked, and if you win the defensive flip, especially if you got to get the trigger, obviously you got to get a crow, but he has Cage Fighter, so that means if you get attacked with a melee action as the Brawler, if the attack fails, then you get to do a 2-3-4 flip of damage against the model that attacked you. You can't cheat it, but it's just good extra damage, and of course I flipped the Severe. Wasn't planned, totally wasn't planned. Haha! So we end up doing 4 damage to old Ruffles there. Ruffles shouldn't have charged in anyways, and he falls dead into the pit trap. Poor Ruffles. That's what he gets for being a naked chicken running around. Ran into the wrong area of the board, that's for sure. So anyways, this is all based around Yannick mostly. There's a lot of other abilities that are super sweet, but Yannick is the icing on the cake. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Been putting them out. Thank you for supporting. We're actually doing a giveaway. If we get to 500 subscribers, we're going to give away a box. So go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. Enjoy the Outcast box. It's sweet. The art is sweet. If you want to support us directly, check out our Patreon. Peace! Flip cards, flip tables.